you are tired of seeing all of these gaps in your Pokedex, if you're tired of seeing that you've only battled 34 Pokemon and you've only caught 3, one, you've probably only started the game, so you should probably play a little bit more. But if you're tired of seeing all of this, then this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to complete your Pokedex the easiest and most efficient way possible. Now, a lot of people are going to argue that this method is cheap, that this method is cheating, that this method is so, and things that are going to upset the masses. But we don't care. All we care about is completing our Pokedex, getting our shiny charm, so we can start hunting shiny Pokemon. Maybe that's your goal. Maybe just seeing this dex complete without all of the hassle is your goal. No matter what, you're going to be able to reach that goal by the end of this video. So let's go ahead and get started with exactly how we're going to complete this Pokedex. So over here, we're in the game and we can see that we have gaps in this Pokedex. Now, if you don't know the names of these Pokemon, you're gonna need to know them, or you're going to need to know their national dex number. So what I recommend is, let me get it pulled up here. So national Pokédex number. Now, if you use the national Pokédex number to get these Pokemon, and you'll see what I mean if you keep watching. If you use the national Pokédex number, I recommend going to Cerebi and using Cerebi to get the national Pokédex numbers of these Pokemon. Now, I say national because that was the easiest route that we can take to set this up. So when you're looking through here, you'll need to know either the national dex number of the Pokemon that you're going for, not Scarlet Violet dex number, but national dex. So you'll have to scroll down on the national dex number to get Pokemon that are there. You can use the control find function, do whatever you gotta do, or you can know the names. So in our case, and in this video, we're just gonna fill these first 3 slots because I don't want to take up too much of your time. So we're going to get, I believe this is Oinklage, and now we want to make sure that we have the correct spelling. So it's Oinkalone, not Oinklage, but Oinkalone. So we know that we need that. So we're going to write down Oinkalone. Now this method can take you as little or as much time as you put into it. In our case, I would think that you could complete the dex, especially if you didn't have a whole lot left. Like if you had been catching Pokemon that you couldn't, like if you had been catching Pokemon up through the game and there were a few that you missed, this method will probably work best. If you need a whole dex, it's going to take you a little bit longer. If you need the, let's say you're playing Scarlet and you need the Violet exclusives, this is the perfect method. If you're playing Violet, you need the Scarlet exclusive, this is also the perfect method. These Pokemon that you are obtaining from this video are going to be 100% legal. You can use them online, you can breed them, you can do whatever you want to with them. They're not going to harm you, your game. They're not going to get you banned. These are 100% safe. And I can promise you that. We've had this channel running for 5 years now, and I've never gotten anyone banned under my watch. So we're going to go ahead and get the shiny variants because it's much easier to do, I think anyway. So next, I'm going to look up Tarantula's evolution because I don't remember the name. It's Spidops. So we're going to write down Spidops. And then finally, we're going to look and see what comes after Spidops. And that is going to be Nimble. Now for me, I just use Bulbapedia for that one because it goes in the list of this dex order. So if you want to do that, you can get the names that way, just not the number. So what we're going to do is we're going to back on out and we're going to catch some Pokemon. Now we're going to fast forward through this. What you could do is breed your Pokemon and hatch the eggs and nickname the hatched Pokemon, because you'll be nicknaming the Pokemon that you catch or breed to the name of the Pokemon that you want, be it shiny or non-shiny. And if you continue watching, you'll see what I mean. You'll see that this is a lot easier than it's already kind of sounding out to be. So we caught Tarantula. We're going to go ahead and catch a Scatterbug. Yeah, its name completely went over my head. So we went ahead and caught a Scatterbug, and we're going to catch one more because we're trying to fill 3 holes in our Pokédex in this video. Now you can complete your entire Pokédex using this method. You don't have to settle for one thing. You can go through and use this method to complete the whole dex. Now, if you stick around, you'll be able to see a much faster way to go about this, but that'll be explained later. So stick around and we'll explain it. Well, I'll explain it. I don't know why I default to the will, but I will explain it. Don't you worry. So we know that we need to nickname these 3 Pokemon. So we're going to nickname Tarantula the name Oink Alone. That's a weird spelling. Okay, that's good. Now we're going to move on down to the Scatterbug, and we're going to change its nickname to Spidops. Now remember, I'm using the names, so I'm going to get the shiny variants. So if you want a full shiny dex, you can absolutely use this for that. And then Nimble. Now I know I'm using fairly basic Pokemon here, but any Pokemon that's available in this game, you can use what I'm about to use to get these Pokemon. If you're a longtime viewer, you know what's about to happen. If you're brand new here, keep watching. This has been the epitome of this channel for the past, well, 2 years, I believe, is whenever we introduced this. So now, once you've done that, you can see up in the top right hand corner of the game that we're in online mode. Now I'm going to go offline so I can show you what to do, because a lot of people don't know, weirdly enough, how to connect to the internet in this game. So once you have the menu open, it says offline mode in the top right hand corner, push the L button, and it's going to connect you to the internet. We're going to go over to the Poke Portal. We're going to go to Link Trade. Now, before you ask if you're having issues connecting to online mode, you may not have Nintendo Switch Online. If you don't have Nintendo Switch Online, this isn't going to work for you. You will be able to get a 7-day free trial from the eShop menu down here on the Nintendo Switch. If you've already used your 7-day free trial, create a new account, start a new save with Pokemon, play far enough to get the Pokedex, and use this method and move the Pokemon that you get into a home and grab those Pokemon from the home to the new game. Now I'm throwing a lot at you. You don't have to do that. You can ignore that part entirely. What you want to do next is you want to type in one of the 9 codes that are in the description below. Okay, we're going to start with the first one, which is 1247 1247. So we're going to push plus and we're going to hit begin searching. Now while you search, if you're liking this video so far, consider checking us out on our Patreon page, which is patreon.com/Pokemon collection. If you do decide to check us out there, you will unlock 2 new premium codes that are not shown in this video or in any video for that matter. These codes are typically reset once a month, if not once every other, in order to make sure that the codes stay fresh. You will be able to see those codes in the Discord server, and you'll be able to see those codes in the Patreon page as well. So you'll be able to see those there. You'll also be able to see them if you do decide to become a YouTube member instead. If you hit join, you can see those in the community post, and you'll be able to use those 2 codes. Outside of those things, you'll be able to gain access to our Discord server, which is free to join anyway, but you'll be able to gain the premium side of things over there on the Discord server, like access to a bunch of trade bots that will allow you to create any Pokemon you want, anytime you want, at unreasonably fast speeds. So now we have searched on the 1247 1247 code a few times. What you're going to want to do after cycling the code 3 times, go up a number, 1247 1248. See if you can find it there. I recorded a video just before this, and there we go, PKCL. Go ahead and choose the first nickname Pokemon that you did. Now this is going to be easier if you catch like a whole box and you do nicknames, but you do it this way. So now we get our shiny Oinkologne. Push A when that attention screen pops up so that the trade can proceed, and we'll get our Oinkologne. Cool, right? So I've done videos already showing how to get any Pokemon, how to get any shiny Pokemon in the game, but I don't think a lot of people understood the real benefit that these codes offer. I do host them all from home. You see this row of Nintendo Switches. I do host them all from here, so if they ever do go down, I am able to get them back up ASAP. The only time that I don't is if we have an internet outage, and even then I will be up here in my upstairs office ASAP to fix it. So I do pride myself on having 99% uptime with these things, and when it is down, it's hardly ever down for very long. So you can trust that if something is up with it, it will be fixed.
1 day later.
So we did manage to find PKCL again on the third code. We're offering up Spidops, and we're gonna get I've never seen his shiny before. We're gonna get shiny Spidops. He looks like he wants to be Deadpool, and I'm here for it. I do like that shiny. And see, I never really got to shiny hunt in this game. I never had the time to sit down and do it because most of my time is spent brainstorming ideas for these videos, and getting to see things like this awesome Deadpool looking Spidops. It just puts a genuine smile on my face. Like, Pokemon really does make me happy, and to some people that's hard to explain. And I know, you know, if you're here already, if you've watched here to the end, I appreciate it. It's just going to be me talking at this point. You can, you know, go through, cycle your codes and stuff and get all these Pokemon. I started this channel 5 years ago, and it started alongside a Twitch channel, and it was optimism_247. And I had a TikTok at the time, and I was giving away free Pokemon by hand, manually, without a bot. And I said, anyone who joins the Discord server gets a free shiny. And what happened next, I don't think anybody could have guessed. And we went from me being introduced to creating a Discord, not knowing what it was, to making one. And then within a couple of days, the Discord being filled with so many fans of the series, and getting free shiny Pokemon, and staying in the server because of just the community. And to me, I couldn't have been more grateful. But it went up from there. It almost felt like a linear fashion because we were Twitch streaming. The Twitch went up. I got affiliated. People were being Twitch subs, and we moved from there. And eventually I said, I don't want to stream anymore. I want to be a YouTuber. I want to follow through and be a content creator on YouTube. I don't want to be a content creator for Twitch. I don't want to live stream because it took up so much time. And now here we are, 5 years later. I've moved. There's PKCL again. I've moved into a new house, and my family and I are truly grateful for the opportunity that you all have given us, really. So that's the point that I wanted to get to, was just me being grateful. So thank you all for helping us get here. You all are fantastic. Sorry. All right, take a big breath, everybody. We're going to move on looking at these Pokemon. Let's do it. These Pokemon did fill in our Pokedex. So if we want to have a look at the Pokedex, we can see that now we have the 3 that we set out for, which is Oinkologne, the Spidops, and Nimble. Now that I'm pretty sure that they show up shiny. Yep, they show up shiny in here. And if you decide to go non-shiny, you'll be able to view both shiny and non-shiny versions. These do come at level 100. And if you want to evolve them, yes, they do have Master Balls. Call it what you want, but these are legal. They can be used anywhere, online raids, trades, and battles. They have some ribbons for you. The Master Balls, obviously, remember to go and take those off. You can push the A button and put away held item, and you get to keep that Master Ball for your own good. Use it on whatever you want to. I had a couple on these Zarude from the last video too. I'll get those off. If you're worried about evolving these Pokemon in particular, like, I mean, you're going to be completing the dex anyway. And you could go that route. You could get one of them and you could evolve it. You can give it a rare candy and evolve it. If you want to get a rare candy, you can nickname a Pokemon that you catch Rare Candy, all one word, and you'll be able to get a rare candy and evolve Pokemon that way. But I won't keep you any longer. I feel like I've been here forever. The recording time on this video is like 20 minutes. I don't know what editing time is going to be, but thank you all so much for being here. I apologize for that little spurt there at the end. You all be good and do me the biggest favor in the world and stay optimistic.